And what's going on and how we doing, everybody out there? Here live, bringing you the best in Annihilation Overwatch. It's your boy PD Pete from down the street. Joining me today, making their Annihilation debut, my brother in Christ, Zorin.
Yo, what's going on, chat? Happy to be here.
Tonight we have an absolutely epic bout between Danger Close and, well, what I would consider the Pipes and Piper gang is nonetheless the Powerpuff Girls. Ooh, that's right, folks. We're bringing you nothing but that chemical X factor, that sugar, that spice, and everything nice all in one here as we get ready to bring you some T2 action. Oh, yeah. And now allow me to introduce our corporate sponsor for the night with the brand new name and fired up on all cylinders, the Fire Princess Aria.
I love this avatar thing we've got going on.
Oh, it's so fantastic. Cute. Somebody wake the Aircaster. It's about to get shaky. But, you know, in all realness, folks, we are in week 2. That's right. We are in week 2. We do those 9 games a week, so sometimes you might be like, oh, hey, we're already in the 3rd week. No, we're still in week 2. We're coming down to those final stretches and ready to get those markers going, and I can tell you right now we are going to have a close one between Danger Close and the Powerpuff Girls today.
I'm expecting a good match, Pipes. I'm ready to see every bit of this action.
You gotta start the prediction for the gambling, so let me get that ready.
Yes, last week on Keeping Up with the Gambling, Pipes locked in a 316 channel point bet to win himself big and steal the globe with a 2.8K steal. Following that, he hit them with that 757 Han Schweeve and locked in another 1.5K bet. Young Yipes is just on a mission here with success. Wait, what? Predict with grapes?
Yes, that's what the channel points are called.
I'm going sugar, spice, and everything nice, and what a better way to add that than that chemical X, that 420 point percentage to start us off here. Oh, wait. I was supposed to do 42,000. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Well, we'll correct that after the game. That's okay. But for now, we bring you to Nepal, where the action gets live here on this lovely objective point. We're going to see some things. You know what I'm excited about the most is I'm ready to watch the Wintons go flying. I know that we've seen them in week 1. We know that they exist. There are players that are willing to go the distance here.
Kidwai does not play Winston, I don't believe. I think they only play Orisa.
Oh, dude, Battle Cattle Extraordinaire. That's even better. So on the left, we have Team Danger Close, and on the right, we have the Powerpuff Girls. On the Ram, we have Kira. Impulse on the Cast, Cobra on the Bastion, Jolda on the Ana, and Biscoot, my homie Biscoot, out here on the Ilarian for the side of Danger Close. Kid Y on the Rhine, Apollo on the Sim. Is that Queso? That is Queso. Oh, dude, Queso is divine on the May. We got Xavier on the Lucio and Hachi on the Baptiste. And now taking this high ground here, we do see...
I didn't even see the Rhine swap.
Oh, yeah, that Rhine swap happened faster than you could say Idaho potato, because I can tell you the Battle Cattle was rocking in my eyes, but now we have the fist flying from Kiara out here. Big pin action coming in, but still low, able to get penetrated through that shield by the Ramatra here, so we're going to have to back up. But dwindling down in health, all that's left is this staff to help. And not going to be much here, but this looks like the chance and opportunity for a big point flip here for Team Powerpuff Girls. Chat, you remember last week, throw your hashtag Chemical X Factor if you believe in the Powerpuff Girls like I do. The real question is, I want to know, who's the mayor on this team? Where's our Mojo Jojo? You know, who's our Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles? Like, clearly, somebody's got the vibes, you know. What a good time. And now approaching this high ground attack here, we have a team at Danger Close stepping into the mix here as Kidwai does swap off that ROM, goes into the sustainable powerhouse, but goes down immediately on that battle cow, as well as Symmetra and Hachi to follow. So a lot of ultimates coming up for Team Danger Close, but they're going to have to buckle down and get real close to this danger as they try to take this point that is climbing at 40% for Team Powerpuff Girls. PPG! I'm just telling you, man, the Pipes Piper gang sounds like a fire name for that acronym. Okay, and with no one to contest, it looks like Danger Close is going to be capping this point now. So 55-21 and climbing. Big Shield comes out. High noon from the backline released onto Hachi. And now it is looking like Team Danger Close. Ooh, oh, yeah, all right. And now we have Kira out here popping off, taking out Apollo, and the big push now coming in, showing resilience. It's Team Powerpuff Girls throwing the fast and wild haymakers as there's only a Lucio enemy on point. Xavier goes down to Kira, and Impulse takes out Queso. Bro, now I can see their name in the kill feed. Queso de Verde. I like that, but I'm just going to call him Queso. I love Queso. Zoran, you like queso?
Dude, queso slaps every day. No, okay, I'm gonna hit you with a wild one. Buffalo Wild Wings queso, top tier.
Never had it, but that sounds amazing. The real question is how much queso does this queso verde, consume in a day? Are they queso lovers as they get slept and quickly picked back up, going to need some healing here coming into this matchup? Apollo able to melt like a microwave, taking out the impulsive Impulse here, who tried to peek that corner and get a quick glimpse of a headshot. But Kawhi missing that spear here, and now having to retreat is going to be Team Powerpuff Girls, but not a crazy retreat. Just going to go back to this choke, get a regain with their 5 players here, and I guarantee you they're going to come punching in with the suffering. As for the side of Danger Close, they will be coming back up on that symbol. They do have that cryo as well as the Terra Surge, which could be comboed very well here. Gosh, I'm having like the hiccups in my coffee. Oh, and there's that cryo. Now, can we get the Terra Surge going? I don't think it's going to happen. There it is. Big corner opportunity here. The point still stays in favor of Team Danger Close at 96% and climbing. All the Powerpuff Girls need to do is get into this thing, win a team fight. Big draw from Jolda, but not enough. And Danger Close is going to take that. Well, let me tell you, their name definitely speaks true. Wait, try Windows Spotlight? Now, get out of here, messages. I'm not going to lie. Team Danger Close, though, they're really showing me how close Danger is with them. Like, they live on the edge, dogs, No? Isn't it a good one?
No, I'll give you that, Pipes. I mean, honestly, I'm going to say, like, from the get-go, I thought that Powerpuff Girls were going to come away with that. I mean, there were some good team fights there at the beginning, but ultimately, Danger Close just bringing it back and getting that first dub. Ultimately, great play from them. Let's see if they can keep it up in the second round here.
Yes, let's indeed. And with 30 seconds to rally your forces and gather those troops, we aren't looking at much of a change. We still have Kid Y here on the Orisa, Apollo on the Stim, Aso on the May, Xavier on the Moira, and Hachi on the Bat. As for the side of Team Powerpuff Girls, we have Kira on the Ram, Impulse on the Cats, Cobra on the Bastion, Jolda on the Ana, and Dispute on the Lucio. So we're going to be seeing those speedy boopity whoopity doos here, but on the point right now is Team Danger Close. And they're going to cap this point here. Now they're just going to poke. Battle Cattle's moving up now, extending towards the choke here to try and get some light tap action as they come about halfway to their ultimate usage here. And this could be a big pick on the Biscuit as he is opposed by that Maywall. Big spear going in. Not going to be able to connect enough to get a pick, but Aso does take out this boot. So now down a healer. What are the Powerpuff Girls going to do in this situation to build up this momentum and create this massive monumental drive to take this point here as it gets to 30%? Big window coming out now. This is actually going to be great usage, but if kited properly, we could get some survivability here from Team Powerpuff Girls, who are going in with the golden gloves right now. Massive fists are flying, but the Terra Surge comes out down here. Kid wide going down now to the power of 4. That's right. Power of friendship in anime, you too can take out a barreling force such as the Battle Cattle. Join up today. But Sim won't out. Points still in favor of Danger Close. Getting cleared now down to 2. Queso in the freeze. Moira very low on health here as Xavier tries to escape. Oh, Kidwai able to somewhat get back to this point, and it's still being stalled. Now it's under cap. The Fortify does come out. Oh, this is the Battle Cattle at its finest. But sadly, Kid Y returns to the spawn. See, in those moments, this is where I really cherish being an Orisa player, and I'm just going to blab about it. But, you get these opportunities to be the true sustained monster, and when you get on these points in these final moments, you can really change the trajectory of the game based on your cooldowns and how you contain your resources. So, very big opportunities. Everything's winnable, as they say. And now we have a full team regroup here for Danger Close as they approach from the left side. Big make freeze to start this fight off. Ramatra split from the team. Team's backing out now, and it looks like Team Danger Close has full advantage of this point. As I say that, the suffering comes out now from Ramatra. Full annihilation indeed. And that is looking like a beautiful cleanup for the side of the Powerpuff Girls, who are just trying to take this lead 76% to 50. Only 26% remaining till they take that lead. Still 1-0. Team Danger Close.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a great push from the Powerpuff Girls, and a lot of patience going into that. Just being able to make sure everything comes out, even with having their Bastion MIA or taken out by that cryo there, placed by Queso.
Indeed. I mean, honestly, that felt like it was a really good way to initiate a fight. Oh, there's Apollo's pick on the Biscoot, and here comes the Kamehameha to start this one, and this could be the fight that really changes the game here for Team Danger Close. Walled off now is Kira, who is going to have to get out of that, but stuck in a pickle of a situation here in between this mirror and going to be taken out by Xavier's Impulse, and Kira goes down last. And at 91%, this point does get put back to Danger Close now, who just have to hold this, and they can take this point 2-0.
And that was an expensive fight, too, Pipes. I mean, they used beat there. They could have definitely used that to try and cap the point back here.
100%. I mean, if you really look at the ult economy here from Danger Close as well, like they used the window and they opened the fight with the Kamehameha, and now they're coming up out Terra Surge up right now. They are coming up on a big stim wall, which could help, but with this Winton factor, never mind, Winton is gone, he's out of here, but Cobra and Impulse able to react here, taking out the eye field and Kidwai. So now both teams are tankless, and now this comes down to the Battle of the Wits. You have a Moira taking on a Sim. Then Apollo able to get the picks on the Cobra and Jolda here, and now we are seeing Danger Close operating in full swing here. The ults are popped, the cryo is gone, and everything is layered down. Kidwise swapping to the ball to get back on point faster. Little dive comp rotation, and that is a Danger Close victory. 2-0 here on the ball, starting off right 1-0, and our annihilation play of the game goes to Kira. Honestly, I like these Ramatra plays too. They were massive. The fists, the golden gloves, they were coming out. Honestly, these are jade gloves now, but just absolutely immaculate.
Yeah, I loved seeing the chase down on that May there. That was good. Finishing out the play for sure.
And honestly, it's a big play too, because May honestly is a pretty big asset, especially when you're running what I would consider like a double beam composition, right? They had the Symmetra, they had the May. So eliminating that freeze factor was massive, because now you're not having to worry about, a pesky backline hero shooting you and possibly taking out your support like they've been doing majority of the night. Biscoot was getting pretty much picked off in the backline by the DPS of Danger Close, and that's really what kind of gave them the edge. They would walk into these team fights, get a really solid pick onto the support, and then from there it just came down to dwindling the health of the others. Granted, Powerpuff Girls really good at rotating on the map, very good at kiting these abilities and being able to stay alive as long as they did. But all in all, through and through, Danger Close came up with that victory. They were looking very, it was looking.
He plays he plays a lot of Arissa.
Mojo starting with the girls. Like, technically, I'm your father, almost like he was Darth Vader. And they're like, what do you mean? And it goes, who do you think hit Professor Plutonium to knock that chemical X in? And then it goes back to where Mojo Jojo is just like a lab rat for. He was basically the Winston on Horizon Lunar Colony for Professor Plutonium. Dude, I love making these Overwatch comparisons here. This is great. So, yeah, Mojo Jojo, low-key the GOAT.
Yeah, but I'll stop sidetracking you, Pipes. Let's get into it. So what are we expecting from Danger Close and the Powerpuff Girls here?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of shook here. Kid Wide going to be going Golden Glove nominee here on the Ramatra. Apollo on that May. We have Queso on the Soj. Love that pick. Xavier on the Kiriko and Hachi on the Moira. This is a beautiful get in, get out composition, in my opinion. You have a lot of sustainability. You're going to be able to poke these corners. And for our side of the Powerpuff Girls, we do have Kira on the Reinhardt, which is a beautiful pick here for this map. Jolda looking to get those early headshot picks in. Cobra not on the Bastion, but on the May. Impulse on the Bat, and Biscuit on the Lucio. So it does look like we do have the Impulse Jolda swap here, and here comes that Impulse pick on the Bat now onto Apollo. And this could be a very good pick, right? Impulse is a very good hit scan player playing on the Bat. He's going to be able to provide some of that extra DPSing while also dishing out enough healing. And look at this extension right here from the side of the Powerpuff Girls as they just completely take over this point.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really good push coming from the Powerpuff Girls, and maybe we're seeing some of that demolishing that was predicted in chat. I mean, starting that fight basically 2-up with that quick pick on Apollo. Definitely some really good stuff from Powerpuff Girls here, and a huge pin coming from Kira.
Massive pin indeed, and I don't know about you, good sir, but how did you do this with these little blips popping up showing the faces and the health bars of each of these players? This is a fantastic way to cast. This is a beautiful view. Chat, I'm impressed, okay? This is so cool, bro. I feel like I'm on the telestrator. Someone get me the highlighter so I can draw on my computer screen.
Yo, Pipes, check out. Queso's doing some backline flanking. Let's see if they can get a pick here.
Oh, dude, Queso with the railgun beam, the shooter of shooters right here. I mean, they are going a little bit back towards their team here, taking this angle, but that's because it looks like Cobra's in that hallway with them. Going to be retreating down to this this low ground to get that health pack here. As what seems to be the Powerpuff Girls are now coming to this corner. So this is where both of these teams are about to collide. Queso still on that high ground, searching for some back shooting success here. The Y and Apollo both get walled off here and separated from their team by this Maywall of Cobra. And now we have the coalescence of Hachi. But Apollo and Queso both go down to no DPS. Going to be able to keep your tank alive. That's huge. But here comes that Kid Y suffering. So Ultra coming out from the side of Danger Close now. Oh, they're missing that pin right there, but still going to have enough to swing because the Maywall was in the way to kind of protect them from any kind of shots coming out of the way. But now the Kiriko ult, the Kitsune Rush coming from Xavier here, lighting up this phase, but going to be pushed back by Team Powerpuff Girls, who does whip out a beautiful cryo, taking out Xavier, while Impulse and Biscuit get the pick on the Hachi and Queso. Apollo able to get Impulse, but still got 4 players on this payload here for Team Powerpuff Girls, and they are moving and grooving. Oh, I love this skin too that Kira's rocking, the Miami Mayhem Cotton Candy Edition, yo. Flagged out.
The Florida Mayhem.
Yeah, the Miami Mayhem. That's what I want to call them. Welcome to Miami. So walled off, but that ain't gonna stop them as Team Danger Close gets real close to this danger as they push the Powerpuff Girls back towards their spawn door, which now regrouped with their shield hero of the night. Nessa is getting ready to go, and oh my god, they got the Jade Hammer. They look like watermelon. Oh man, Watermelon. Omi out here with a fresh fire strike, but missing their pin. Just the timing was off there onto Apollo. Big opportunity here as the window does come out now from Impulse. Big hit comes in from Impulse as well as Cobra. Kira getting that fire strike kill onto Queso through the window, making this one of those punch your ticket situations where you will be getting some time extension. 4:01 on the Klizak here for the Powerpuff Girls as Team Danger Close looks to prepare for their next hold.
The other advantage that Powerpuff Girls have here, they're coming up on several ults. Looks like just Annihilation and Coalescence coming up for Danger Close.
Yeah, well, we saw in that last team fight that Danger Close did pop a bunch of ults to try and keep their drive alive, and they ended up getting pressed on. So, you know, not with enough in the tank here, but here comes that shatter from Kira. Not able to really do much to stop the momentum being built here by the defense as Apollo takes the life of Kira. Actually picking off Cobra as well as getting that double kill onto Impulse here. And this is looking like Danger Close is kind of back in this game. 3 minutes, 6 seconds left on the Klizak. That's your first minute in. Point deep into enemy territory here as the Powerpuff Girls prepare their next assault. Now, they use the Shatter, right? So all they're going to have here are these 3 ults in a possible window, which, you know, it would be nice if you combine that ultimate, but Kitsune Rush, Cryos come out as well. There's nothing but Calamity in the back line here and on the center of the point. It's everywhere. It's all day to have a day on King's Row as Danger Close still holding true with their stout defensive comp here as we get down to 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Oh, absolutely massive indeed. I'm loving this maneuvering that Queso is providing, going from left to right, hitting them with the side-by-side. These are beautifully timed, and they're backing up properly. Apollo gets into this little room here, going to be able to pop this. Nobody's going to be able to stop it. Right down the center of the map here. Hilda coming around from the left side, getting a little poke action as the Scoot looks to fly around the corner. No, never mind, not going for the backline flank. Taking on with the golden gloves, another massive shatter. This one's going to be able to connect. A double kill comes in now. Cobra and Kira as well as the Scoot firing on all cylinders, and this could be the team kill needed for Team Powerpuff Girls. Chemical X Factor, everybody! Shout out to Professor Plutonium. I don't know who this team's coach is, but that's who's getting that title.
Biscoot is the owner of the team.
And Biscoot is Professor Plutonium, and Biscoot popping a massive beat here as Impulse also provides a beautiful window. This is support at its finest here. Kid Y going to be able to whip out the suffering, but is it going to be enough? All that is left is Xavier getting to the point, and that is round 1 complete. 3-0 with 1:09 on the clock here for the Powerpuff Girls.
Man, that was good. That was give and take right there in that last push there, Pipes.
It was a good push and pull. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie. If I really wonder what would have happened if Team Danger Close here, ran that opening run. If they kind of ran that same Nepal composition on Kings Row, where would they stand? And maybe now after going through the trials and tribulations of defense, we might see that pick here. Now, here it comes. Let's see what Kid Y picks. And there it is. We do get to see our lovely Reinhardt here. Apollo still looking to select. We do have Queso on that Widow. Xavier going to the Lucio. So we are going to have some speed. Hachi sticking to the scripts here, going Baptiste. And as for the side of the Powerpuff Girls, we have Kira on the Rhine, Jolt on the Sim, Cobra on the May, Impulse on the Bap, and Biscoot on the Zenyatta. I like this Zen pick here. You're going to be able to play from the distance. You're going to be able to get some discords in, and while all in the same time, providing as much healing as you can to your tank. So, I'm very interested to seeing how their rotation works here. It does look like they're chilling behind the hotel, which is great, but Queso will have opening sights. Big shield coming out now. Let's see who gets picked off by our Widow. If it even happens, I don't know. They're playing very well around this corner. Yeah, so Kid Y now coming up on Kira, and the K&K Battle of the Rhine swinging their hammers today is going insane. This is where it comes down to an immortality field now on the door. Cobra stuck in a freeze. Big pick comes in from the Fire Strike onto Apollo. Queso does take out Cobra, and Impulse takes out Xavier. This is going back and forth here, but still in possession of their own tank. Kid Y could make it the difference here, but going to be able to get out.
Yeah, this is a much different hold.
Much different hold indeed. They got a lot of factors to really work with. I mean, this is kind of giving me like old school Overwatch vibes. The way that they're holding with this Reinhardt. They're not peeking out too far. You do have Queso now swapping over to the May, so you don't have to worry about that Widowmaker peeking your head, so they can be a little bit more open. But at the same time, here comes that opening pick on the railgun to the scoop from Apollo, and the immortality field of Impulse goes down. Big window opportunity here from Hachi as Kid Y gets taken out by Cobra. Queso popping off, locking into overdrive. The OG Verde with the sauce as the Cobra takes out Xavier. Queso able to finish Cobra, and Apollo takes out Impulse. And this is Danger Close's moment here. 2:30 on the clock. They are going to capture this point, and now we are heading into the middle part of this portion of the map, where things get wild and hectic. We're talking fights at every corner, toe-to-toes, vicious traps, spikes come out of the floor, anything you can think of and name it. It's like a game of Jumanji. But we're in Overwatch, not board games. It's another day in the lovely life here on Kings Row. For those of you just joining us, 1-0 Danger Close, 3-1 right now with Team Powerpuff Girls in the lead, just looking to hold to tie this thing up 1-1. 4 minutes and 27 seconds left here for Team Danger Close to get this objective to the next point, and we're going to see just what they do and what they have to face to get this across. Wow, that was intense.
This first choke, Pipes, is going to make or break. We saw how strong of a defense that the Powerpuff Girls had at first holding the objective, and now through this choke, this is one of the hardest chokes, I think, to get through in Kings Row, along with that initial choke to capture the point in its entirety.
I agree, but you always gotta believe and hope for the best, right? Everything's winnable. You could go for maybe a possible flank on the right-hand side here and maybe pin in and hope to catch Kira off guard, but at the same time, you really gotta worry about Jolda on this Symmetra. We do have this sim wall here. Everybody's got to be counting ultimates. They know that this team has full ults. But at the same time, you also got to take into account that these turrets are right here on the choke. And if none of your team, what I'm seeing, is focusing these, you're just going to keep getting picked off by these points. Now, Timwall does come out from Jolda here. And we do have a bunch of picks right now for the Powerpuff Girls. Kid Y and Queso both going down. Really good hold from the Powerpuff Girls here on this map. 3 minutes left remaining here for Danger Close. Apollo in a position to kill, in my opinion. They do have the railgun. I ain't gonna lie, I wonder what they're gonna do over there. So now on the high ground, Kid Y and company are vibing. I wonder what they're waiting for here. Oh my god, no way are we gonna get an off the top rope shatter. Here comes that rail. But picked off immediately by Cobra and the Mean Sickle. Big shatter from Kid Y, but blocked by the tables, saved by the tables is Cobra, coming out firing all cylinders. Jolda is there to save them, and with a TP to get in and get out, Hachi and Xavier as well as Queso storm this room, just like the Capital, and they're taking it over here, but Kira stepping into things, knocking out Queso from this fight, able to hold the footing here and the front line for the Powerpuff Girls. Kid Y is on the battle cattle now. Apollo does swap over to the Ash, so things might get a little bit more explosive. You do have a little bit more sustainability with this Orisa here versus the Reinhardt, but anything goes. Kira, Impulse, and Biscuit all have ultimates here. They can hold the line. Minute and 45 on the clock. Here comes that window from Hachi, but a massive shatter to prevent any kind of collateral damage to follow up. And here comes the Scoop with the trance to keep this team in motion as they push them back. Beautiful timing, great poise if you are Team Powerpuff Girls.
You know, I hate to call it before the match is over, but I do believe that we had chat say Powerpuff Girls are going to demolish Map 2, and so far they are having a very strong showing on this defensive side of things.
They must scrim on this map every day. Like, their community fun night pugs involve Kings Row at least 5 or 6 times. Like, they know what they're doing on this map. They have played these corners perfect. Right now they got to combat against Akara, but at the same time, if I was them, I'm not even worried. Big window comes out from Impulse now, and the double pick here. But Scoot and Jolda able to take out Kid Y and Queso. And that's just another great hold here as the time dwindles down. 35 seconds left on the Klizzak here. Kid Y, Apollo are both coming up on ultimate. So we might see a final touch opportunity. We may get a Bob, but we also might see Cobra snipe some people with the sickle again, part 2. All right, so on this point here with 15 seconds left remaining, taking this fight a little bit early. So now we do have a beat coming out from Xavier here. Big nade freeze, but going to be able to keep Kid Y alive. And I see that, and no, they go down to the hand of Cobra as the Scoot takes out Bob. And now all that is left here in this moment is just crushed, literally, by that shatter. That's very unfortunate. Very good holding. And that is map number 2, won by the Powerpuff Girls. And your annihilation Overwatch play of the game goes to Impulse. Oh, this is actually a really cool. Oh, it's the new one. Fire. Absolutely massive looking shots. Big window of opportunity here. No pun intended.
You know what's really fun about that play pipes is, you know, I'm giving you the third person point of view, looking top down with some extra on the side so you can see people's health bars. But we actually watched that first person. I thought to myself, man, that was a heck of a play from Impulse. So getting to watch that twice is pretty neat to have.
Indeed. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm still more so looking at it from the transition of map 1 going into map 2, right? They had one slight swap. They put Impulse onto the healer and they moved Jolda over to DPS. And I just felt like their entire team comp, like it was like they just flipped a switch, flip. And, you know, I I just don't know what really else to say. It was really cool how they played on that map. They ran a very comfortable Rhine comp. It looked as if they've done that before. Like, hey, we've been in this situation plenty of times. This is what this is how we have to handle this. And they came in, they punched in for work, and they got it done.
Got it done. And I gotta say the other thing too. I mean, Impulse on the first map played a pretty good Kree there. Sorry, Cass played a good Cass and a soldier. And then just seeing that swap to Baptiste, I mean, naturally fitting that support role, being able to provide the healing that the team needed, but also a good damage output coming from Impulse as well, as we saw in that play and utilization of the window. So excited to see how that transitions as we're going into Coliseo here for this next map.
I'm pretty pumped. We do have that new addition too to Coliseo where they remove the glasses. I mean, it doesn't change my feelings and opinion on the map. You've heard it before. I'll say it again. Best competitive map in a tournament, but probably not the best push map. But with all these ins and outs and new openings, we may just see some moving and grooving from Team Danger Close. They're very crafty when it comes to moving around a map, but they can get stopped pretty easily. So being able to escape, hit those new megs, and they could make something work here. So it's 1-1. We will be going into map 3. I'm trying to find a GIF for everyone in the booth to get a laugh at, but it's not working in my favor, so I'm just gonna do it later. And yeah. So off to Coliseo, back to the casting booth live. Petey and Zoran, aka Zuzu, in this building.
Zuzu, that's me. Yo, I gotta say the other thing. So Biscoot played Zenyatta on defense, but we did see Biscoot play some Lucio as well. So excited to see. I mean, Coliseo is one of those. I think Coliseo and Flashpoint. I mean, Lucio's made his way, I think, into the quote-unquote meta of Overwatch 2, but seeing Lucio, especially on push and Flashpoint maps, is going to be huge. So having Biscoot, I would imagine we'd see Lucio from both teams coming into this.
Yes, and as I finally find the image that I've been willing to share all night, we get ready to bring you some of the best in Annihilation Overwatch. Between these two teams, we do have Morn stepping in, making their debut tonight. So Morn on this Diva. We are going to see a dive cop, it looks like, from Danger Close here. Apollo on the Sombra. Queso still undecided. Xavier making a choice between Lifeweaver and Lucio. Shall I give you speed or shall I pull you safely? As Hachi sticks to the duelist, madman scientist, the one, the only Moira. As for the side of our Powerpuff Girls, they are keeping it straight and rowing a line. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kira on the Rhine, Jola on the Sim, Cobra on the May, Impulse on the Bat, and Biscoot on the Lucio. Yeah, so I don't know if Shadow Fang's listening, but that's your new PFP, dogs. Boom, posted. All right, and the action coming into us as the TS1 games begin. That's right. Emmy scratches one cheek at a time here when we get into push. It's nothing but the best, but crazy bot madness here. And as we can see, pin coming in now from Kira here. Maywall does go up. No one's going to get pinned here, but Morn does go down straight out of that mech and into the respawn. And Xavier takes out that high field, and turning this point back around now is the Powerpuff Girls.
I loved seeing that swap there, that map swap there coming from Powerpuff Girls too. Really taking their time getting around to the backside of Danger Close.
I have to correct myself. For those of you who thought I said ha as Hachi got fire strike, I meant to just say and Hachi. That's where I was going with that one. I want to clarify. I don't want anyone to think I'm a bully. So yeah, no trolling. All trolling aside, now it does seem that wow, this is getting very messy. I like this. So we do have this venture pick now from Queso, right? Apollo able to do these hacks. Plus, big pin comes in from Kira, taking out Queso. And this is still looking very winnable here. What am I saying? It is winnable here. for the Powerpuff Girls as they just close in hook, line, and sinker, looking to remove Hachi from this fight. Queso getting back to this point, but without the tank, gonna need a little bit more help. So Timmy moves closer to the payload push point, where he will be getting his first scratch of the night. This is where we determine, Aria, if Zoran, if Zoran tops the top on John. We find out
doesn't just walk away.
He doesn't just walk away mid butt scratch. Doesn't go looking for his groceries the entire third round. And here we go! Scratch City as we get to the halfway point here for Team Powerpuff Girls. Come on, Timmy. Do it, Timmy. Give it to me, Timmy. No!
No scratch for you.
I just got robbed. It's consistent now. It's this map. I'm telling you, it's this map, bro. Esperanza all 2024. So, looking like a point turnaround here as Queso comes in with the venture picks, getting the 2 onto Impulse and Jolda, getting the 3, I should say, as well as they took out Biscuit. But what we got to understand here is this ult economy that is coming out of the pocket side here of the Powerpuff Girls. They do have the Shatter, they do have the Stim, they also have the Cryo. On top of that, they have a window, and they also have a beat to save them in case of emergency. And they're getting a little bit more meterage now for the side of Danger Close, but Danger is nearing close as the Cryo comes out early. Big hits coming in as the Stim wall, as well as the beat drop as well, and things are not looking pretty here for Danger Close. But I say that, and it looks like they're back rotation. Getting rid of those windows, this could help them here, but Cobra able to get that pick onto Xavier, just trying to get out of this fight and put themselves into a better position now. Is Team Danger Close almost getting walled off, but no cigar. Oh, this is going to be tough as they rotate back towards this high ground. They want to keep this advantage, but Timmy is just moving at a speed faster than the speed of light here. Jolda on that Stim, really applying the pressure with the beam here. Timmy making his way around the corner at 83 meters and climbing here. Big fire strike opportunity. Impulse takes out Queso, but Morn using the spinning spear to take out Kira as the Scoot and Cobra take out Xavier and Apollo. Morn able to finish off Jolda, and this is the power of the Battle Cattle. Feel the wrath of I Terra Surge as we get ready to bring you some of the best in Annihilation Overwatch. Impulse with a double kill. One onto Morn, the other onto Hachi. Still moving with finesse is Team Powerpuff Girls. If they get to the 100-meter mark here with 5 minutes and 2 seconds on the Klizok. I like this angle too that they're taking here. More coming in with a Terra Surge, going to be able to pick 3 of them into this, but only gets rid of the Immortality Field. Immortality Field saving Apollo from the depth of the Shatter and still staying in this fight. But Morn does go down. Big Cryo to take up some space. Hachi and Xavier follow. There is no backline now for the side of Danger Close here as Queso heads back to the point to regroup their team. This who does have an ultimate as well as Jolda, so we might see that here in this upcoming OG. Morn switches over to the Reinhardt now, and is just going to have to swing and take everybody out as this Stim wall of Jolda spawns in here straight down the middle, looking to get those picks. The Scoot, Jolda again, Jolda with that double kill, Jolda with the triple kill, and that is going to close this one out, and the Powerpuff Girls take map number 3. Might I add, and your Annihilation Overwatch play of the game goes to Queso Dave Hurday. Seen it all, I've done it all, but never have I dug in this situation. The earthquakes are wild and they are massive. This is where that double kill came into play here. Beautiful picks. Actually, it was a triple. That's my fault. Beautiful motion, beautiful moves.
Man.
From Team Danger Close. But now up 2-1 here. The Powerpuff Girls looking to seal the deal, match point on Dorado. Zoran, what are you thinking?
I mean, I gotta
You guys are so goofy. The most monotone, just nothing else.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I have a good feeling that he's not lying when he says that I'm on his mind because I was supposed to have a shift change and I was supposed to be working July 1st, and he's like, "Yo, dude, I'll pay you to take off that day. Like, I need you, bro." So like, even when I feel like no one's thinking about me, I know Zoran's thinking about me.
We
Yeah,
could
I gotta
have a
get piped
birthday
up on the
party
mic.
for Arya.
Yo.
Is it your birthday?
Yeah, it's my birthday next week.
Oh, next week?
I thought it was today. You
The
just got me
4th.
going right there.
Yeah, Pipes forgot my birthday. It
Wait,
was
your
last Monday.
birthday's on the 4th?
It's on the 5th, but like really early in the morning, so firework
I was
time.
about to say, yo, you share a birthday with one of Zoran's players. That's great.
I am. I don't know. I'm not doing anything for my birthday.
Well, I think we should have a party because it's a party. It's a party. It's a party.
I'm gonna have an Annihilation IRL party. You're gonna say Yappuccino. That's kind of funny.
Yeah,
Who is Yappuccino? Is that me?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm the
Can
yapper.
I have a Mickey Yap, please?
A McYappy, please.
Alright, get your map over with. I wanna go lay down. I can't go lay down. I have an internal scrim after this. Which I don't even have enough players for, so I might cancel it anyway.
Oh no.
Yeah. Shout out to the chat here, by the way. Arya is looking for 2 Master 5 players. Just 2. That's it. And that is the required rank.
Be a little. They could be a little lower than that.
Oh, they could be okay. So Masters 5 is the cutoff. Okay, you can't be lower than gold. Don't be a pipes.
Don't be a Pipes.
Don't be a pipes. Don't be bronze 1 on tank.
Let me go see how many I have. I have 7 plus Ben. So yeah, I still need 2. Still need 2 players. I don't even care what rank you are. Just be ready to play against Master players.
I can't see the prediction anymore, and I'm assuming that it's still only me and another person.
I didn't post.
Well, it says that I have a number 2 next to my name, so I'm just under the assumption that the gamble's still happening.
You might need to refresh it because I haven't posted map 4s. I already closed map 3s.
Oh, dude, that's a rip. I haven't been paying attention, folks. The ultimate gambler's a sham.
Here you go.
No. 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, so PPG looking to come up big here. They were down 1-0, and now they battle back, and they are up 2-1 here on match point. Pushing this payload now is the squad as Impulse brings in the 6th man, a.k.a. the baby turret. My baby! Build them up, break them down is what I always say. So, in Overwatch now, and looking on that high ground coverage is a beautiful map to do so as Queso and Hachi here with that Pharmacy. Kid Y on that Sigma, Apollo on that Echo, and Xavier on the Kiriko. Very good options for this composition here if you are Team Danger Close. But as for the side of the Powerpuff Girls, we do have Kira on the Rhine, nothing changes here, but Impulse back on DPS on the Torp, Cobra on the May, Jolda sticking to that Mercy, does go down to Queso here, but Scoot on the Alari, Impulse getting that pick onto Apollo, and the other kill onto Xavier, make that a triple, taking out Queso, and rolling into action here is the Powerpuff Girls. They're looking strong and stout as ever, I'm telling you, bro, they flipped a switch going into King's Row. I just flipped the switch. Flip. Yo, I'm 1400 SR. I'm 1370. Yo. This is great.
Y'all
This is
being
better than the
silly and
Dusty
shit.
games.
Pink Mercy!
Alright, so high ground oversight here.
No.
Big pin on the Queso. Hachi's gonna possibly look to res that, but in a tough position indeed. Might be safe just to hang on to Apollo here. Goes down now to Kid. staying on this high ground here, but Hachi looking to do the digital, trying to get Schwazy over here.
Make sure you guys all buy your pink Mercy skin to support breast cancer.
That's facts. That's facts. Shout out to breast cancer awareness. We got. But back into this Kitsune Rush action. Ooh, Hachi looking to do some things, but Jolda with the res this time picking up Impulse as Queso also gets res by Hachi. Apollo taking out the sixth man here, and this is looking like a steady hold for Team Danger Close. 1-0 with 350 left on the Clizzok here. For Team Powerpuff Girls. Kid Y does go down to that fire strike here. The doormat is left out. Justice gets two, but gets taken out by. Wait, no. What am I watching? How did Queso die? What? Nani? All right. Well, Impulse. They didn't even come up in the kill feed as like a self kill. I'm like kind of blown away. I'll call it magic. We'll call it magic. It's magic. So now back at it again with the white fans, but I'm not dead. I am PD Pipes here. Kid Y coming quickly up on that Terra Surge here. As they reach that halfway marker, Apollo going to be able to copy and paste soon. And for the side of Powerpuff Girls, they're coming up on majority of their ultimates. Cobra does get taken out. Kid Y able to get a big pick there. Going to be able to hold it down here for Danger Close, but just how long is a little bit. Here going for it, Fortify stopping him. Now applying the pressure is on. Still just peeking out and poking. Well, with that shield down now, let's see what Danger Close can do. Moving in here is Hero with the majority of their shields completely broken. They do have a shatter as they look to turn the corner, but the team is on the high ground. Pulling out the wings is Goldie here. There's that shatter trying to get the double kill. The Fortify saves. Apollo is the copy and paste. The Echo here. Not going to do much, but Molten Core does come out. Takes Apollo out. Kid Y does get a double Terra Surge kill, but only onto the pylon and Cobra here. Able to get Mira as well. Shoulder with the res on the Cobra. Queso and Kid Y coming in to get that kill on the Impulse with the Justice. And taking out Cobra to finish it, and this is looking like a Danger Close hold here. Minute 50 on the clock left. Still 1-0. One team fighting the dream to get to the next point. But will Danger Close seal the deal here and turn the tide and send this to a Met 5? Find out next time on You Already Know the Vibe by PD5. All right, so minute 30 left here on the clock. Both teams looking to get some structure. Biscuit does have the power of the sunlight. No other ults in stock for the Powerpuff Girls. You know, and same thing goes for Team Danger Close. They also do not have that many ults. Now we just get to see what's going on here on this point and how this all breaks down. So Kira getting in close, whipping out the golden gloves here, trying to get the plushies while Kid Y focusing on this high ground. Kira able to take out Hachi. Cobra able to take out Kid Y. Queso does get Biscuit off that high ground. And now, this is like a 50-50, but with a tank here. Here comes the Justice, takes out Jolda. That's actually a big pick, but not enough bodies on this point to stop it, and there's 2:09 left on the clock. 2-0 here for Team Powerpuff Girls, and they are making a relentless push here in the final moments of map 4.
Just watching things, I mean, yeah, I was just going to say real quick before you jump back in here, Pipes. Powerpuff Girls were able to make a really strong push on the first point, struggled a little bit on the second. Now that things are a little tight-knit, as you see, ult's coming out, and Danger Close making a really strong fight here. But ultimately, I mean, they had a really good hold on the second, so Powerpuff Girls are going to do everything they can to come away with it.
Yeah, and it looks like they do. You know, Kid Y's Terror Search was successful, but the Annihilation coming out from Kira here, making it almost impossible to really live. But as I say that, Hachi able to get a massive res before the ultimate sacrifice. That's right, bringing that kid to hold this point down with the help of Xavier and their Fudes. But as soon as they got revived, they went down yet again. And now we have Apollo with the copy and paste onto the Ramatra, looking to throw the big fist. Hachi with the pocket. Queso looking right on this Tracer here. And Kid Y coming back on the Winton. I thought you said we weren't going to see that from Kid. And now I am jumping for joy as we get to say, oh, greetings.
I had to make it more hype for you.
Peanut butter is the man, the myth, the legend. Kid Y using the bubbles, doing the double up on Contra like a game of Foursquare. Not going to be enough as Kira and Cobra seal the deal to round one there. 3-0 with 25 seconds on the clock. Heading into round two now. We do switch sides, and we will get to see just what Danger Close does to come back from this deficit and send this into a game 5.
Pipes, I got talking on my monologue, and then all the action started happening. By the time I was finished talking, that fight was already won for the Powerpuff Girls. So maybe I just need to talk either faster or just not talk at all. Dang. Man, so do you think Danger Close going to stick with that double flyer?
I mean, I hope they do. But they'll likely pop onto a hit scan. Maybe.
Maybe. We do see them, Kid Y sticking with the Winton.
Greetings. But look around you. Someone has to do something. We have to do something. The world needs us now more than ever. Wait, let me turn my camera on. Are you with me? Burn.
We gotta
Did you adjust your glasses and everything?
I took off the glasses and everything.
Nice. I felt
All
it.
I need now is some peanut butter. Gosh, and I love me
Double
some
fire
peanut butter
strike.
just like I love me a fire strike to the face in the morning as Queso goes down quickly to Kira. That was actually a massive fire strike. Just goes to show you how hardcore the hit scan really rolls deep into the tank category here. KY able to cover this high ground on the Winton, but they look like they're corralled in this corner here. They gotta get this point moving. Big dive here onto the Hanzo and a big miss onto that pin. This could be just what is needed, but allowing the backswings of Kira with like nobody shooting them. It was as if Kira just made light work of that situation. And look, yep, just keep swinging, just keep swinging, just keep swinging. Took that from Dory, by the way. That's my rendition, chat.
I loved it, Pipes. It was good. It was good.
Thank you. It's a really sad movie when you find out that finding Nemo means finding no one, but it's okay. And
Whoa.
here we are going to find ourselves a winner of this game at the end of whoever claims 3 first. We do have this Winston picked by Kid Y, and I think it's going to be successful. But the real question is, when is it going to break out the sauce and get digitally? Is Scoot able to take out Kid Y off of that dive? And now it looks like, oh wow. Yeah, yep. It looks like the Powerpuff Girls get right there feeling themselves as they get that triple kill wrap up here to clear this point off, and they're just going to rotate and circle back to this high ground here and maintain that choke. Now, Zoran, I think I consider Kira a serious threat knowing they can hit fire strikes from the high ground.
Yeah.
That accuracy is unrivaled even by a Widow. So, yeah, I'd be nervous. Here comes the pin through the corridor, way to thread the needle. Absolutely massive. Swinging in the backline, but falls off. Going down to follow is Kid Y, who is now making that dive onto Brigitte. Big rally opportunity being forced out, but as the health dwindles, another ult used by Jolda to keep their Brig alive here. Sometimes that's what you need. Teamwork makes the dream work, you know what I'm saying? And now Kid Y using that Primal Rage Impulse, getting a Pulse Bomb kill onto Queso, and Apollo taking out Kira. This could be just what Team Danger Close needs to get this point going here with 1 minute and 29 on the clock. So Impulse creeping around the right-hand side, going to be able to touch. Is going to be able to touch here. Minute and 20 left. Hachi jumps in to the mix now. As Kira hits a massive slam, getting them both in the background here, but not going to be enough. They do keep their distance. High Noon takes Apollo out of the sky. High Noon somewhere in the world. Ooh, man, and as I buckle up because this gunslinger's loaded, Impulse getting that double kill onto Kidwai and Hachi. Big picks, honestly, from the Powerpuff Girls. Way to stay alive in this situation here. 48 seconds left. Looking to seal the deal here and take the win 3-1 here at match point. On Dorado, 40 seconds left remaining. What is going to happen? It's 8:04 on the Eastern Seaboard. I don't know. The madness continues. Kid Y diving in yet again. Goes down immediately to the hands of Cobra on the 6-shooter. Big swings coming in. Overclock activated from Queso. Now Hachi flying over to save Queso, giving them a little bit of life extension. With 10 seconds remaining here in OT, what will Danger Close do? The picks start rolling in. They could get this team kill here, but I do not believe they will. So they do get the point, though. 2:25 left on the clock here as they escort this payload a little bit longer, and they get to stay alive. Again, trying to force a game 3. Game 5. I don't know why it's a 3. That OT battle is going to be something explicit. So now both teams kind of getting a little split here. Impulse and Apollo taking their fight off here on the right-hand side. Tracer retracer, pulse bomb. There is a rewind activated here. Not enough help for Apollo, but now that they get their health back, this could be a fight worth standing. Kid Y gonna have to back up as Kira is just swinging and knocking people down. Big Kitsune rush opportunity here from Danger Close. Rally also being popped. Hachi does whip out the wings here, but all alone, having to use primal range to stay alive is Kid Y, who's pushing this team back. Kira missing the pin, but being able to get back to their team fast to recover this onslaught on their defense is absolutely triumphant. They do have a shatter. The bubble goes down. This could be the corner to turn it. Follow with the pulse bomb. Does get stopped. Hits the rewind. Big shimmy shimmy action. High Noon coming out from Cobra. Everyone's gonna kite. You gotta hide. Big pick on the Hachi. Hachi wasn't hiding, I can tell you that. Kid Y coming back into this action, tickling away with the tickle beam. Big up though to Impulse and Jada, eliminating Queso and Xavier. And this is going to be a full reset here with 40 seconds left to go. 3-2-1 PPG. Apollo getting out fast, but Kira is on the attack. Oh, and down to the fateful swing and hands of Kira. That's going to leave a mark. That hammer just was like swinging.
Got a couple
right,
from the side of PPG.
What happened?
I was just saying there are a couple also on the side of PPG. You just have Queso with the railgun here on the side of Danger Close. They're going to have to get some opening picks.
Yeah, Queso using that overclock here, trying to bring the vibe, but Kira taking down Kid Y, Cobra taking out Cassidy, and that is a PPG win. 3-2-1 here tonight against Danger Close, and your annihilation play of the game goes to Kid Y on the Battle Kettle! Massive Terror Surge opportunity. Big ups. This was a big break in the defense too for Danger Close. You absolutely love to see it. Beautiful triple kill opportunity. And what a game. All right.
MVPs and honorable mentions and such.
Ooh, so, Zoran, why
Yeah,
don't you start us off?
man. I mean, if I had to give an MVP for tonight, my vote is for Kira. There was some just massive Reinhardt play. really playing that front line for PPG. Ultimately, very dominant play. And playing well against some counters, even when Danger Close made those swaps on tank to try and really get rid of the effectiveness of Kira's Reinhardt, just sticking through and continuing to dominate. So Kira gets my MVP vote for tonight.
I like that. I like that. Normally, my favoritism would swing towards anybody repping the San Francisco Shock, but I'm gonna have to agree with you here on the Kira pick. I mean, honestly, they made like the best Rhine pick of the night, swapping over and keeping that composition strong through and through. So definitely going to give it to Kira for that MVP. And our honorable mention from Danger Close. I don't know what you're thinking, but me personally, I'm stuck between two. Right?
Who you
I'm a
got,
big
Pipes?
fan of the Battle Cattle. I got to give a special shout out to Kid Y, but I really do think that Queso deserves the honorable mention for how they played on DPS tonight with the picks they made, and I don't mean picks like the kills they got, but like the hero compositions that they ran into the comps, right? They were able to make certain picks that, you might not see in this tier, but at the same time, they made it work and they looked good doing it. And that's, to me, that's what really matters.
For sure. I would 100% have to agree with you there, Pipes. I would say that honorable mention pick for me is Queso for sure. Queso did some really good stuff, really pulled through, and I really enjoy seeing some venture play. So seeing that on Coliseo was fun to watch, and I think Queso played a really good DPS tonight.
Agreed. So there you have it, folks. Tonight's MVP goes to PPG's Kira on the tank, and the honorable mention to the DPS player of Danger Close, the Queso de Verde.
Well earned for both players.
You heard their decisions. You don't really need to hear anything else from me. I'm just here to be here. I have not done anything. But I hope you guys enjoyed listening to them. Our next game is at 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow and 8:30 tomorrow.
Make sure to be there.
Other than that, that is it for us, and everyone is good to go.
Woo! Yeah! Annihilation Overwatch Turn Up Season 2!
Yippee!
Is that on stream?
Yes, I haven't ended it yet.
Oh, cool. Oh, sweet. Let's go.